Earlier this week, Duncan Laurence performed an exclusive showcase in Tel Aviv. After his gig, he took the time to speak with us backstage.
My experience so far here has been great. Yeah, lovely people. I really love the Eurovision fans. They're great. They're so warm and enthusiastic. You get all buzzed by them. So yeah, it's a really great experience. Especially the orange carpet was crazy. I didn't in my whole life combined. I didn't see this much press ever. So yeah, that was a crazy feeling, especially also getting out of that car and I felt like a movie star or something. It really weird, but really nice. So yeah, everything I do actually here, I'm trying to stay calm and just enjoy it and see what happens. And I'm really glad because we've just had my showcase here in Tel Aviv. Really glad we did that. So to get back to the roots of making music and just bring that focus back on singing a song, which felt great. Yeah. It's super different from the Eurovision stage. I was a bit more nervous here than I was for the Eurovision stage because you can actually see the people and you can see them stare at you and yeah, so it's a different vibe because here you can hear the ambience of the room, what's the room doing and what's the audience doing. So yeah, that's a different vibe, but I love doing both actually. I'm looking forward to the whole adventure, getting started. My dreams are the only thing that seem to be real. I'm not really from a creative family, but music was a big part of when I was younger. It's always been a big part of my life because I stayed at my grandparents' on Wednesdays and I got to play the organ my grandmother always used to play. They got rid of it now because I think my grandfather didn't really like the sound of it anymore. But as a toddler, as a 3-year-old, I used to just not play but just fool around on that thing, and my interest for music grew by it, and my both grandmothers also sang a lot with me. So yeah, that's where I come from. Actually, it's a small town called Hellevoetsluis near Rotterdam. So it really was a struggle to find music in the town where I grew up, but I did, and I really stick to it because I got bullied a lot in primary and high school, and music kind of was my safe haven, my place where I felt safe to make mistakes because I actually learned from music that you can make mistakes and the best things can grow out of it. You know what I mean? It's there's no other thing than art where you can make mistakes and turn them into beautiful things. So that's what I really felt, like a safe haven throughout all the bullying and the nasty words and all the negativity. I just tried to focus on the positivity there, which was music to me. A broken heart is all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I really love to collab, to make a song universal and to start an idea on my own, to have that story right and then bring it to someone who feels the story, listens to it, and then we can both take it to another level. Yeah. Well, the idea started when I was sitting behind the piano at the Rock Academy, which I studied at, and I was kind of tired of all the la 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 la's I had to do, so I decided to go to focus on writing songs again, and sat behind the piano, and a story of a loved one that I had lost when I was younger always was stuck in my head. So I kind of decided this is the moment. This story needs to be on paper. She always longed for her love to come back, but he never did, and she really longed for him to come back until the day she died, and he didn't come back. So that was a sad point to start from. And from that point, I kind of created the framework of arcade and added my personal stories to it. So the small town boy who goes to a big arcade, which is for me like going from that small town where I grew up in to a big city with a conservatory and a rock academy and new people, and that feeling of falling in love with the whole vibe of the new city you're living in. Kind of took the story of her and combined it, then finished that framework, went to Will Knox, we finished it, then went to Joel Show, we finished it again, and then went to Wouter Hardy, the producer of the track, and this is the result, actually.